Hi there, Coach Melissa Prickett here, and as we wrap up this week, I wanted to leave you with some parting words. Personally, and your coach may be speaking through me as well, but I feel that if you're still here at the end of 5 days, you're here for a reason. You're still looking for that thing that you might be missing in what you're doing today. And if you're here, if you were invited here, it's because the person that invited you saw something in you that they believe in. And I just wanted to share with you that I was a challenger for a long time before I considered being a coach. And I really only became a coach for the discount originally. And I was loving my Shakeology. But at some point, I became a hobby coach, and I had a few family members and a few friends who signed up, and that was great, and my Shakeology was paid for, and I did that, and that was fine for a while. But then one day I woke up. I work in corporate America like many of you do, and I work a very stressful job. I work a very unappreciative job. No matter what I do, they always want more. I spend 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day in front of my customers trying to please them, and no matter what you do, they're very unappreciative. And then I get out of my meetings and I get in my car and I have 10 emails and 2 or 3 voicemails, and this needs to be done and that needs to be done, and I gotta hurry up and scramble and do it before I gotta go see my next customer who I'm going to argue with and get voicemails from my boss, and it just goes on and on and on and on. And I still have, it's 6:30 at night, and I still have, 25 emails that I need to get through before I can even think about starting dinner and, enjoying my evening, working on my business. But I am grateful because in the 2, 3, 4 hours a day that I'm in my car driving back and forth between clients, I get to do Beachbody. And what I do is I listen to books on tape, I listen to podcasts, I call my coaches, I call my challengers, I talk to people that want to be with me, that want to get fit and healthy and encourage and uplift each other. And that makes me happy, and it makes me happy to come home and do it again and do some more. And I loved being a challenger, I loved being a discount coach, I loved being a hobby coach. But I don't love my job, and it's not better anywhere else. I know, I've tried. And no matter how much I give to corporate America, they suck it out of you and they ask for more. But Beachbody is different. All they want is the best that you can do. And, I've worked for some really large corporations, and, you hear the blah, blah, blah corporate. We don't work for Beachbody. We don't have a boss. We're our own CEOs, but the head of Beachbody, Carl Daikeler, the CEO, he inspires me. He inspires me every time I listen to him, every time I see him, every time I watch a video. He has such a passion for this business, and it just exudes that in everything he says and every action that he takes. And I want to work for this, with this organization. I want to be part of this network because it is so fulfilling and it is so uplifting, and it's just a great environment. I was looking at my Time Hop today, and I had just finished my first 5K 5 years ago today. And that's, 5 years ago when I started getting healthy, fit, quit smoking, all that good stuff. And could I still be healthy and fit if I didn't find Beachbody a couple of years ago? Perhaps, but I wouldn't be surrounded by this supportive, encouraging, challenge, group that works, that continues to uplift me, and you might be in corporate America, and then you have to come home and be with your family and juggle that, and that's always, a struggle. And you might also be on the other end of the spectrum, and you might be a stay-at-home mom, and you've got, your husband asking for this and the kids asking for that, and laundry and dishes and cleaning the house and running the kids to school and picking them up and cooking dinner and all of that stuff. And how many times does somebody sit down and say, thank you, I appreciate you? It's possible not very often. And the people in Beachbody do that all the time. And it's so wonderful to hear. I was talking to a mom the other day, and we were talking about something that she wanted to invest in. She says, oh, I have to ask my husband for money. And I thought, join this business. Help a couple of people. And then you don't have to ask for money. You'll make your own money. You can do it while your kids are napping. You can do it, at night after they go to bed. During the school year, you can do it while they're at school. One to a couple hours a day, and earn that money on the side and do something that's very fulfilling and gratifying and helping other people. So, I don't know if this business is for you. But if you're still here at the end of 5 days, if somebody invited you here, they saw a potential in you. And if you're watching this video, you're at the end of these 5 days, you're still curious. So I just ask you, if you're not going to join us, do something. Do something to change your life. If you're not happy where you're at, do something. And if it's Beachbody, we would love to have you join us. We're so glad you're here. We're so glad you got to experience this. And please let us know if you have any questions. Thanks and have a great weekend.